So far, the natives are pretty restless. More than 11,000 UAW members have voted against the new agreement. That's enough to make the national union leaders concerned. More than 9,200 have approved the deal. There's still a long way to go because the union represents 45,000 Chrysler workers. The deal could still pass, but for now, the outcome right now appears to be, well, uncertain. UAW, meanwhile, is still in contract talks with Ford. So what could the problems with the Chrysler agreement mean for Ford? Joining us now live from the newsroom, Free Press business writer Sarah Webster back with us. Sarah, help me figure all this out. What do you make of it?
Well, you know, I talked to some people over at Ford today, and they're really anxious to wrap things up, but they don't expect that Ron Gettelfinger and the rest of his leadership team is going to have much time to even come to visit with them until at least middle to late week.
We know that pattern bargaining isn't quite what it used to be, but what is all this telling us? That union members aren't happy with the same deal that union members were happy with, or have they gotten a very different deal and very different situations at their automakers?
Well, it could be discontent with the UAW leadership. It could be they're unhappy with the deal. It could be that they're just learning more details about the deal that the GM workers didn't really realize before. We don't really know. I mean, people vote for lots of different reasons.
Yeah, complicated right now. Let's quickly move to General Motors. The new numbers show General Motors remains the world's largest automaker, topping Toyota in sales through September. GM and Toyota have had very opposite experiences over the last couple of weeks as far as good news, bad news, haven't they?
They sure have, and you know, GM's lead, to be quite frank, is very small. 10,000 vehicles as a lead is not a lot when you're talking about 7 million vehicles. So it's not clear whether GM will hold the lead for the end of the year. It's going to be very close.
But Toyota has taken it on the chin here the last couple of weeks, obviously watching a couple of its big executives march across the street to some of the domestic automakers, but also getting nicked on quality a bit.
Well, it's clear that this is just another little ding in the shield of armor that was Toyota. It clearly looks like their big size is catching up with them, just like it caught up with Detroit's automakers. So we'll see whether they'll be able to turn things around.
Sarah, as always, appreciate your thoughts. Thanks for being with us.
You're welcome.
Sarah Webster from the Detroit Free Press. Carmen?
A Navy source reveals a male U.S. sailor is thought to be responsible for the shooting and killing of two fellow female sailors early this morning. The incident was not terror-related. The shootings happened here at the American military base in Bahrain, a tiny nation in the Persian Gulf. We're being told the sailor himself was shot. It's not known at this time if that shooting was self-inflicted. The Navy will not release the names of the victims until their families can be reached. Well, NASA scientists' best-laid plans could fall to the wayside tomorrow.
Of course, Space Shuttle Discovery's launch is going to depend on the weather. They tell us Discovery lift off precisely at 11:38 tomorrow morning. Today, NASA reps said there's really only about a 40% chance the launch will go on as scheduled because of the likelihood of rain.
New at 6.
Football fallout. An undefeated high school team yanked from the playoffs. Coming up at 6, why the State Athletic Association says they can't play. Plus, are you suffering from a shortage of shut-eye? New tonight, a good health report for women. What the number of hours you're sleeping every night could be doing to your health.
Plus, breaking news at 6.
Wayne County Community College District has an eye on the future.
I'm at the Eastern Campus for welding, where the instructors are focused on detail, and I have a great job lined up as soon as I graduate.
State-of-the-art facilities, high-quality training for today's jobs, powerful technologies, student counseling, financial aid. WCCCD has it all.
As a high school student at Cass Tech, I was able to earn college credits to help me jumpstart my future.
Register for classes now, on-site or online.
Why does Tums control acid faster than Pepsid AC? Because they work on your stomach acid in totally different ways. Tums Calcium naturally, rapidly neutralizes acid, so it works fast. Pepsid AC's famotidine has to travel through your bloodstream, so it takes at least 40 minutes to block natural acid production. So why does Tums work on acid faster and cost less, and Pepsid AC works slower and costs more? Good question. Fast relief is our specialty.
How would you like to enjoy a great tasting Italian dinner with your family tonight? We make it easy. Just turn to Spartan for the quality you demand and the savings you love. Yes, it's time to turn to Spartan because change is good. Looking for a steaming hot bowl of delicious top quality chicken noodle soup? we make it easy.